All right, hello everybody. So, I just finally found this cell phone I had been using. I'd lost it for quite a while, so hopefully we'll be back to a little better camera quality. But I decided to shoot a little update video of where we're at with the Wanderlodge project. So Wiggles and I just got done switching the air filter out. I was going to show you the why. So this doesn't look that dirty, but the paper is disintegrating. Like there, you can see, like I rub my hand across it, it's just crumbling. I'm assuming that's because, being where it's mounted here, that it's, I'm sure, sucking moisture and road spray in going down the road, and I don't think that paper likes getting wet and dried out. I mean, that one, I'm assuming Frank put in there probably back when he first got the bus, which was, I think he said 99. So anyways, the problem is that this filter is not an on-the-shelf item anywhere, I'm certain. There was no getting one, so I just didn't antagonize it. We came back from Georgia with it. And then I went to hunting, and these are typically over 200 bucks, like $250 for this thing. It's not a standard Wanderlodge part. This, I think I've shot some video of this before, but it's a really interesting system. Aftermarket turbo setup. So the turbo is mounted here in the side compartment. This air box is all aftermarket add-ons. But anyways, I found a new old stock one that had a dent in the end of it. Incidentally, not a lot different than the dent that's in this one. On eBay. I think with shipping it came to like 96 bucks. So I ordered that one up. I actually ordered that while I was still in Georgia, and then it arrived home. But anyways, I'm going to show you a minute some of our other projects that we got going on. One thing I have to address is, let's see if I can get to where, see how it's all black and sooty, where that flange connects there is going to the turbo, and it's cracking around there. I thought about trying to tackle that before I headed home from Georgia, but I would have been using welding gear I wasn't familiar with, and I just decided, screw it, we're gonna head her for home. But now I've got to try and get in here and weld that up. It's gonna be ugly, there's no two ways about it. I really dislike this setup, the way that it's put together, but I don't know what to do about it, in all honesty. I think at this point I'm gonna just do my best to weld up the crack, but I'm sure we're losing boost. It's just a question of how much. I mean, when it's blowing soot out the crack, obviously it's losing air. And anytime you're losing air, you're losing boost. So anyway, that's one of my biggest, I'll say, performance-related things. Crawl out of here now. So anyway, as far as front of bus, we got to get up there. That's nutted from the inside. That's where Frank had a set of bull's horns up there, but they've long since rotted off. And my wife wants to put the bus's name up there. She wants to name the bus after her grandmother. So the bus is going to be Betty Lou, and she wants that put up there. So we got to get that off. Show you what's going on inside now. It's a disaster zone. So yes, that's the driver's trailer sitting back there, leaned up against the bathroom. So we have cut out, I say we, I got a friend of mine's been helping me with this. He was short on work, so I've actually been paying him to do some of this. I've been too busy. So you can see this was all rotten, cut out. The rust is not terrible, but I'm going to get in here, sand this down, put some of that rust neutralizer stuff in here, and then put plywood back down. Got some water damage here. You can see this is curling up, doing weird stuff. I don't think there's much I can do about that. I think that's one of those deals where I really am hoping to find a parts bus that I can start stealing some paneling and stuff out of. But anyways, for now, we're just going to concentrate on replacing the ugly sections of floor. So up here I've got that, and then there's, can't see it, so we've got cushions away, but over there's another spot like that. And then I've got a section back here in the back that's got the same situation going on, where we got to cut it out, screw down new plywood, and then, like I say, if anybody out there knows where there's one of these that's within reasonable distance of Michigan, I'd really like to find a parts machine. But so this originally, as far as I can tell, had one of those sofas here, and then I think this is where the water lines came through for the engine heat system that was back here, and it's gone. That's more stuff. I really would like to find one of these couches and one of those heat units. That I could recreate just with a heat exchanger and my own fan setup, but if I could find a factory one, that'd make me the happiest. So that's what I'd like to do, is get rid of this aftermarket one and put a factory one back in here. But so if anybody out there knows where there's one of these sitting, say I'd love to buy a whole bus, but if it's too far away, I'd be interested in just buying some furnishings and parts and pieces out of one too. But so anyhow, that's what we're up to at the moment, is just yeah, screwing around, getting ready to get the floor put in. See here, we've got samples of vinyl plank that my wife's been making her mind up which plank it's going to get in here, and then we'll be back on the project. So, all right, we're about to cash it in for the day. So we, Wiggles went up there. He was going to work on these latches. He was just playing with, seeing if he could get them freed up, and found out that all but 2 of the screws that hold this thing on had rattled out on the trip home. You can see them all laying down in here. So anyways, decided for now to just pull that off in there. I got to decide, it's hurt by the sun pretty bad at this point, so I got to decide if we're going to try and buy or make a replacement, or if I'm going to try and fix that one up. It's feeling pretty brittle. I'm a little concerned that we get using it a bunch, it's just going to crack up. But anyways, I finally got a drive-adapter jerry-rigged for the Speedo and have it functioning, but I'm not sure I believe it. I just took a run around the block and it was showing about 45 miles an hour. I didn't double check it was on the run, but at the RPM I was running, my GPS speedometer had been showing that I was running closer to 60. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm going to have to do some more investigating, but it's looking like the speedometer is not acting right. So, but anyways, we got that in there. Got the crack in the exhaust welded up. So at this point, we are going to head home, and we'll see you guys on the next one.